Okie dokie. Alright, everybody, as promised, I will now do this fantastic. Once the thing jumps into the game, come on. Thank you. So once I'll run this for testing purposes only. I'm already noticing that this is a very bad idea. Let's see the carrier aircraft. Okay, 60% cap, the rest are gonna escort. Search, 10% search. I am not setting any arcs to search, so yeah. Let's see. I switched them all to dive bombers. Only one squadron does torpedoes, and yeah, we're searching at 30% at 5. So there's that, and yeah, let's run the turn. One last thing for speaking of this really fantastic AI. I gotta say kudos. As an allied player, I'm usually running convoys to Suva from Pearl Harbor, Noumea, and I'm setting waypoints to be kind of far away from the jailbirds and especially the marshals. So I'm setting waypoints to kind of go around, and it's a very obvious route. It's like by Palmyra, Christmas Island, Palmyra, and going by somewhere here by Canton Islands to kind of go away from Funafuti. You got Funafuti, you bastards! I love that name, by the way. Funafuti. I don't think they have anything based here, but just to be on the safe side, I am moving. When I'm moving convoys to Australia, I'm moving, or Suva, I'm moving them, somewhere around here, and there is not enough sub activity and or raiding, so I'm completely safe here. So I got lots of fighters in the beginning of the game. Then I'm getting fighters and bombers and all these planes and American infantry divisions into Sydney and reinforcements, and it's too easy for me. It's not enough stuff here. I mean, there was some stuff by Noumea, but once I moved some I moved the big carrier task force, the one that's gonna die now. But I moved them and lots of destroyers here. So all of these destroyers, and they did some good ASW. So I moved the Australian ones into Noumea and Suva. And yeah, so I got effective ASW, not to kill enemy submarines, but to suppress them totally. So they're totally ineffective, especially if I run them here. There's nothing, there's nothing really on this route at all. So, I don't know if it's a problem. It's kind of hard to say. If if I, as a human player, if I get submarines activity, I would basically move them further away to the south. I wonder if Andy made some submarines here which are waiting, and there's not. I'm not doing it. Oh well. So anyway, let's do this and see what happens. I'm actually curious myself. It's a testing turn, but if I obliterate the Kirabutai, I will save it. And if I die, as I suspect, then there's a 95% chance I will just die completely. Then I will save scum and reload. But this is for testing purposes only. Speaking of save scum, I did save scum I think 1 or 2 times, mostly for I forgot to set up cap or something like stupid like that, and the computer doesn't care that I cheat. But I didn't really want, if I lose a ship or something, I don't really do that. So maybe I should show. Oh yeah, I should show the ships. Blah 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 blah, withdrawing, blah 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 blah. I should show the ships sunk. Alright, so we got coast watchers here. The last, I think, Cebu and what is this? And Bacolod, those are my last 2 bases. Yeah, there's just some Filipino troops here, poor Pinoys. The power of the scripting. If you want something bad enough, just throw enough at it to kill it and capture it. So that's what's happening here. They're Yeah. 9 shell hits, heavy fires, heavy damage. But, you know, they're unloading. There's 10,000 troops here. It's a problem for me. And here we go. I moved some submarines to Port Moresby, and there isn't enough escorts. I don't think they're escorted at all. So that's a problem. That's by Truk. Oh, this guy's getting hunted. Greyback, okay. It's just my picket line. Another S-44 moved to Port Moresby. They have good torpedoes, so they will really fuck up the Japanese. And S-46, I moved them. I was wondering what to do with my short-range submarines. I moved them to Noumea and then moved them to Townsville. I got some submarine ASS, submarine and repair ships that repair submarines, and some general purpose repair ships, and it's working like a charm. So did the same thing for Midway, I think. Yeah, I moved some super secret island base. I moved some ASS to Midway. Midway is totally untouched by the Japanese also. Hey, we got an explosion! Bonus! So yeah, I mean, look at this. They're just killing the Japanese. Yeah, they're just... That's a sinking. They're just killing the Japanese. Okay, these guys are working my Dutch East Indies, Palembang's, Surabaya and Batavia. Holy moly. Hyuga. Only one. Port hits 20, port supply hits 1. Yeah, they're really obliterating Port Moresby. Okay, this is Philippines. Port Moresby again. 11 shell hits. Wow. Well, but they're unloading. I mean, I will lose Port Moresby. I'm shocked. I told myself at the beginning of the game, Darwin and Port Moresby must be mine, no matter what. And it looks like I failed. So kudos, kudos. Right. Uh-oh, he's on the surface. Okay, but he got, he won that gun duel. Yeah, too many Japanese ships sailing without convoys. Okay, I think these are Kirabutai. They're hard-coded to go for Horn Island. I think they might be going for it next in an amphib. I mean, they're softening me up. But I do have my Warhawks here, which are not very effective. I think I fucked up the cap. I should have made it 100% cap. So Horn Island is also getting pasted. And holy shit, when I started this game, I was shocked. As an American, Polish American, hyphenated, but as American, I was shocked how superior everything Japanese was, especially technology-wise. I knew they were better trained than Americans at the beginning of the war, but holy shit, their torpedoes work and are awesome. Their destroyers work. Their aircraft, the range is incredible, and it all works. It's fantastic. Ooh. Well, let's watch this. We have 57 Wildcats versus these guys. Let's see how it works. Let's see how it works. Do you want to watch it all? I mean, we're gonna obliterate these Vals and Cates for sure. Yeah. Oh, 4 broke through. But they shouldn't do anything. Right. So let's see what happens. It was very small raid. I have 57 Wildcats on cap. We just killed them. 6, 9, 11 destroyed enemy planes. Okay. Now it's my raid versus 13 zeros. Oh, they don't have any escort. That's not good, but we broke through. There's the Junior. And my boys are missing. And these are actually pretty decent. The flak is heavy. These are very well trained, the guys. These guys sunk a lot of ships. AKs, AKLs. I think they sunk a Hosho. Hello. Belt armor. That's not good enough. Because here is another enemy task force. And the riposte from this Kidobutai will be brutal, I think. Okay, we got another hit on the Junyo. Yeah, go after the destroyers. Well, I guess it's hard to spot a target, I mean. And destroyers are maneuverable enough that they just outmaneuver the bombs. But we got some hits on the Junyo. So let's see what happens. Look at how many the flak got destroyed. Holy shit. 9, 10, 15, 16 destroyed. Holy crap. Well, Junyo's on fire, but only 2 bomb hits, and heavy cruiser Suzuya on fire. They're dive bombing, releasing from 3000, some from 2000. Flak dependent. Okay, bombing Mandalay. Like I said before, no enemy cover. Air cover, because it's too far from Rangoon. So that whole blitz kinda got fucked. We got some hits on Japanese submarines. Okay. I wish this game had a combat animations for airplane versus submarine. I mean, why doesn't it have it? It really should. Okay, Batavia's getting pasted. We know that there's heavy flak, but you know, it's getting pasted. Oh yeah, Wenchao, this game. I defeated the initial Japanese invasion on Wenchao and retreated everything from Chuxian, all these units. I retreated them to Wenchao. Wenchao has its own production facilities. So once I killed those units and these guys withdrew, I just dug in and keep producing, and fortifications are now up, and there's nothing the AI can do. The initial naval invasion is too small to take Wenchao. Okay, what I would suggest is not do a naval invasion. I would suggest move everything into Wenchao, overwhelming force. Once that is done, once Wenchao is done, and I mean overwhelming. If a player, I mean, I as a player, my standard is withdraw everything from Chuxian and all these units that are around here into Wenchao and dig in. Okay, so make sure that it's overwhelming into Wenchao and kill it. Take your time, do some battleship bombardments and obliterate using Air Force, and just take Wenchao. Once you take Wenchao, then run some scripts to transport these guys to, you know, Changsha. This is the area. Changsha should be dead. I mean, I should not be fighting in Xinjiang, okay? I should be desperately defending Changsha and or losing it, or have already lost it. So I would suggest not doing a naval invasion here. I would suggest just land invasion, just like Singapore, and just overwhelming force, and then go for Changsha. Yeah. Speaking of land war in Asia, Japanese do not do enough using their aircraft. Actually, I would suggest using 100 aircraft per turn. Okay, not just bombing all over the place, but if you're going for Xinjiang, well, hell, bomb the crap out of them. I mean, there should be 100 airplanes per day, daily on one target, and not pinprick attacks. Sonya's here, Sonya's there, Betty's here, etc., etc. No, there should be concentration of force. Like the Germans have this saying that I read Mlentit's book. Don't just hit them, clobber them. Don't just hit them. Hit them. One location and then move to another one. I mean, this is what scripting should be doing. So, if you're doing one base at a time, make sure to have base your units, air units, and just beat the shit out of them. Capture that base, garrison it, go to another one, and 100 airplane raids daily, and that way I would not be able to defend China. Okay, if there was enough air assets here, but there aren't, and the Sonyas keep dying to my AVG and even Chinese pilots. Anyway. Yeah, see, I mean, 5 Bettys on Wenchao. What is that gonna do? I have like, what, 40,000? What do I have here? 35,000? God damn it. I have 27,000 troops here. Well, I mean, great. You got 2 airbase hits and 9 runway hits. I mean, I have industry here working. which is going to repair it in one turn. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, 3 Kates. I mean, that's... Oh, that's better. 13 Sullys, but... I don't know if there's a way for the script to tell that I don't have any air power here. Those Oscars and Nates could be better used elsewhere, but, you know... 13 Sullys, I mean... You should be going for... Hell, 100 planes. That's what I would suggest. Go for one base here. Hit Palembang, blitz it, overwhelm it, kill it, get it, repair it, and then move to, you know, maybe Osthaven and Palembang and do that. But still, I am not complaining. I mean, the Circle of Death around Borneo with the Kirabutai obliterating everything, that worked very well. And I was really shocked that when they got Osthaven, and in one day, one turn, they just landed engineers, got the airfield, and started bombing me. So that was well done. But 20 Sullys, what is 20 Sullys? That's not enough. Yeah, at this point it's May 25. I don't have any air power. Those zeros could be better used elsewhere. But again, it's hard to predict, you know, what the player will do all game. And I assume that's how scripting works, that you have, as a coder, as a programmer, you predict the whole game day by day. And you say that on this day, if this base is not Japanese, then get the following forces as much as you can and invade it. I mean, that's incredibly hard to code. So, like I said, 95% of the naval code is very well done. I'm shocked that my carriers are still alive. Did the Kirabutai, the other one, run out of sorties? That would be a problem. Because there's two Kirabutai, two forces, two carrier forces by Port Moresby. One is leaving, one is coming in, and it's a problem because if the other one completely has run out of sorties, then that's a problem. Because now it's not 4 Japanese carriers versus 2 of mine, it's 2 versus 2, and 2 who are completely which are completely out of sorties. So that's not good then. Okay, reconnaissance spam. Not very good air war. Broke out the... Yeah, my carriers look like they're... Looks like they're okay. I'm shocked. And that's not good. Okay, they're unloading, repairing ships. Yeah, my carriers survived. Holy shit. That's not good. So my two carriers, American carriers, can defeat the Kirabutai by Port Moresby if you time it right. Okay, shock attack on Batavia. Oh my god, look at their AVs. All the ones. One is 20. This might be bad. Ah, no. Not yet. But yeah, it's pretty soon. Surabaya's defended. I don't know if I fucked up the script because I'm defending all the cities. Maybe Andy expected, you know, either Batavia to be... well defended, I guess, and Surabaya not, but I defended all the cities and wow. Okay, Xinjiang. I have lots of troops here. And 1 to 197. Holy shit! They're just impaling themselves here. It looks like the AI does not recognize a shitty situation. They do not recognize a bad situation. And they just keep going and going and going. That's why I think the... needs more air power. I think maybe, I'm not sure, maybe the Ironman scenario gives them more, the Japanese more. So, because right now it looks like... But the thing is, human players conquer China with historical forces, okay? Not Ironman forces, but historical forces. So, AI should be coded well enough to use their air force to obliterate it. I mean, they should just obliterate, you know, Chinese supply here. So yeah, and I don't know how the script works. If it recognizes that if it's 1 to 197, maybe they should fucking stop attacking. There's scout ping. I'm having lots of forces here and just tying them up, I guess, or they are tying me up. Here's some Mongolian shitty troops, but yeah. And it doesn't look like there's yeah, there's the Japanese 3 divisions here. It doesn't look like it shows up here. I don't know why, but whatever. Palembang. Palembang is gonna be burning like a motherfucker. I mean, this battle has been going on for a month or so. Alright, let's see if they take Cebu. Yes, they do. Oh, no they don't. next day. Okay, here's Schwebo. Oh, they reduced fortification to 0. This could be bad. 751 casualties, but they reduced fortifications to 0. I'm gonna keep bombing them next turn. Let's see what happens. The weird thing about this is I don't have enough supply in Port Moresby. I told them not to bombard, but they bombard anyway. I set them to just defend, and they just choose to bombard. But you know, they're giving them losses, so I can't really complain. Yeah, I think their supply situation in Palembang and Batavia sucks now, because my Dutch Navy and the airplanes they did a number on the Japanese task forces, the amphibious task forces. I mean, it was a massacre. Then it was a massacre of my forces, of my naval forces. I had to run, but when I timed it run, I mean, when I timed it well, it was a sight to see. So yeah, my carriers still alive. So what did this turn tell me? That the scripting for Kida Butai, it's done to prevent reinforcements to Port Moresby, because once the sorties on one run out, the other one moves in, and it's synchronized very well. But the problem is that when I time it, like I just did, yeah, when I time it like I just did, well, you saw what happened. I mean, it should not have happened. There's 4 enemy carriers here. I think even more. Okay, this is CVL. This is CV. Yeah, there's more than 4 carriers here, and I should not be able to do what I just did. So anyway, this was for testing, and I am shocked that my carriers survived. That's pretty bad. But oh well, let's save it. And those are my, that's my testing for Andy Scenario 033. I know he asked for feedback. Maybe I should have played Iron Man due to the limitations of AI, but I don't think I was good enough to play Iron Man because I'm a newbie. I'm still learning. And yeah. Oh, as promised. Let's look at ships sunk, shall we? Let's go with Allied ships first. So I played historical first turn, so for Z, bull, goodbye. Maryland, Oklahoma, very good strike on Pearl Harbor, and then I ran in front of them into Wake Island before they could go to Wake Island. Maybe they should have been hard-coded to do a fast move and just loiter around Wake Island. That should have been done that way. They should have, or at least synchronized the Wake Island amphibious task force with the Kida Butai returning. They should loiter until they invade and take it. The script should have been done that way, and that's easy enough to do. Just make them run faster or synchronize it better, because what I just did, it's very obvious thing to do. Just go to Wake Island, kill the task force, and then just run to Australia. Anyway, I lost Boise. That was near Caligeti. Yeah, that's Dutch East Indies. Mauritius, also by Caligeti. I think I lost a tanker. Wow. Okay, don't remember that one. Got torpedoed. Marblehead at Batavia, it got killed by the Death Star. Java, yeah, Dutch East Indies. Some very good naval battles, some very good, cool naval battles here. And by that I mean me slaughtering amphibious task forces with their escorts. And timing it so the Kidabutai was just away, so yeah. I would suggest that maybe instead of doing the Circle of Death around Borneo, maybe do the like the Germans say, don't just hit them, clobber them. So, none of these pinpricks. Just concentrate on one base, take it. Once the script recognizes that it's taken, garrison it, get some, cap there, and move on to the next one. Don't go for all the bases at once. Go for one. I know it's gonna make it incredibly obvious, but the Japanese at this point of the game, especially 1941, early 1942, there's nothing the Allied player can do. Okay, so go for one base, and the same for land war. Go for one base, overwhelming land force, overwhelming ground units, and overwhelming air power, both carrier and in China, just land based, and just overwhelm them. Once the script recognizes it, that base is taken, go to the next one. And yes, it's incredibly obvious, but there's stacking limits, and you can run 2 scripts in China. So there's that. But anyway, some cool battles around Dutch East Indies. I really enjoyed it. Lost a few AKs, lost a few submarines. I think, yeah, Manila, they got bombed actually. I don't think I lost a submarine at sea at all. I could be wrong. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Dutch one. Okay. I think in shallow water. Lost a few destroyers near Wake Island. Oh yeah, they got. That was a destroyer which was escorting the 2 carriers, and they got torpedoed, I think. So I did take 1 loss, but my carriers didn't, and that's the important thing. Another cool thing was that the submarine killed my destroyer by Newcastle, Australia, which was kind of cool. Shocking. What else did I lose here? Yeah, all these destroyers, old ones, got killed off, I think, by... Yeah, this was a raid, and I killed the amphibious task force, and then the Kidabutai moved in and just... I timed it right, but not right enough, and I got smacked. At Kalijati, 5197 and 5398, yeah. That was cool. That was cool. Lost a few APs. Again, near Surabaya. I think I was evacuating. I left it too late to evacuate, and I saw the Death Force, the Death Star orbiting Borneo, and I didn't evacuate quick enough, and that's why I took those losses. Philippines, I think I forgot about those guys. HDMLs, who cares? Why are these things in the game? Why are yard patrols and home defense motor launches in the game? I mean, it's armed with a machine gun. Who the fuck cares? Gary, you're an idiot. Sometimes you're a genius, but sometimes you're an idiot. Yeah, I at Pakhoi, I actually withdrew from Hong Kong to Pakhoi, which is standard for me, and I actually these guys actually did sink a ship or 2 and turned away a scripted invasion, I think, of Pakhoi, and saved Pakhoi, and now Pakhoi is mine for the rest of the game because of withdrawing from Hong Kong to Pakhoi. And we all know where Pakhoi is. It's in southwest China, close to Cambodia, that area. So yeah, that's a standard thing that I do, and that invasion got turned away, and that's it. Pakhoi is mine forever. Okay, what else did I lose here? Surabaya, Batavia, yeah, those things were bombed. Yeah, those things have very short range. I could not even evacuate from Darwin. They didn't have enough range, so screw it. I don't care. Yeah. Again, Kalijati, good naval battles. Surabaya, Tangier Auxiliar. Yeah, oh yeah, this was one of my task forces which I was trying to evacuate, obviously. Maybe supply, maybe fuel, maybe troops, and they just get smacked by the Japanese carrier force. Very good. PTs, and that's it. So that's Allied ships. Let's look at Japanese ships. Supposedly Hiryu sunk. It's been like that forever. Well, not forever, but supposedly it's sunk, so kudos to me. He was sunk near Milne Bay. Again, timing using my 2 carriers, and I timed it just right, and I got him. Fuso near Kochi. No idea where Kochi is. Somebody tell me. Ryuho near Balikpapan. I think they got a torpedo from a Dutch submarine. Hosho near Green Island. I have no idea where that is. I think near Port Moresby. Again, I think this might be, yeah, 1,000-pound bomb. That's a dive bomber. That's close to here. So I got 2. I got Hiryu and I got Hosho around this area. Just timing it right. So yeah, I don't know if anybody can do anything like that to fix that. I mean, this is a human player, you know, counting hexes and all that. Let's see. 2 heavy cruisers, blah. Sunk by unknown, maybe by a mine. That's a possibility. Let's see. AMCs. Wow, this light cruiser is worth less points than an armed merchant. Whatever, Gary. Yeah, Wake Island near Caligiati, Semarang. Wake Island. I got those. Using those 2 carriers on their epic sail from Pearl Harbor through Wake Island to Sydney to compete for this area, which was my plan from the beginning. At Lautem, I sunk something. Yeah, those were. Oh, okay. I think those were my heavy bombers, and I got a lucky hit from like 20,000 feet or 50,000 feet or something. Manus, same thing. I think got a lucky hit from 50,000 feet. Again, Manus. Yeah. Let's see, Puerto Princesa. That was, I moved my PT boats there, and they just activated, and I guess they killed 1 ship. Hooray for them. Banderia Masin. I got some stuff at Banderia Masin. Balikpapan, Osthaven. When I still had my Air Force, I was bombing them, and actually Dutch Air Force at the beginning, I was swearing at them because they couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, but you know, they were heroic and they learned on the job, and they hit a lot of ships near the Dutch East Indies. So yeah, I also massively bombed Banderia Masin using my Air Force assets, Dutch Air Force, and I just shut down the base. I shut it down. I had the bombardments going, and I had air bombers going, and I just shut it down. So yeah, that's it. And look at the list of AKs, sailing merrily all alone without any protection. Yeah, that's smart. Yep. Supposedly sunk a few submarines. It's a possibility. Ooh, we got one with a bomb. Hooray for ASW airplanes, which don't really work at all in this game. I guess they need more training. So yeah, look at this. AKs. 2 destroyers. They're only worth 6 points, really? Near Manus. Again, sunk them using my carrier force. Maybe what I should do is do this. Yeah, and now you can see Mataram, Merak, Mataram, Manus. Holy shit, look at Manus. That's my carrier force. And this is all Manus. Holy shit. Mental note to Andy. Manus, protected. Madang. That's Dutch. Lunga. I noticed some ships here. I just made the stab, and at Lunga I got some task force. I guess a task force which is unloading. By the way, kudos to the script. They got all of Guadalcanal without any of my counter. Other than this shitty thing, I got 1 amphibious task force. Hooray for me. Kwajalein Island. I think this was on my cruise to Sydney from Pearl Harbor. I sank some ships there. Near Kotabaru, yeah, this is the British. The British didn't do much. Good combat air patrol there. Kavieng. Kiriwina Island. I think that's also. Where is Kiriwina Island? No idea. 103, 130. 1,000-pound bombs. That's gotta be this area too. I think this might be. No, not sure where it is. Caligiati. Yeah, that's the Dutch air power. Holy shit. And Dutch Navy. Wow. Jesselton, no idea where Jesselton is. That's a submarine. Grut Natuena, that's also, I think, so. No, that's my carriers. Fukujim, okay, that's submarine. Finschhaven, that's gotta be carriers. Well, maybe I run some maybe I run some surface action there too. Where the hell is Dongala? I have no idea where Dongala is. Probably Dutch East Indies. Then look at Denpasar, continuing. The Boyne Island, no idea what that is. And Buna. Yeah, I was brazen enough before the Kirabutai came here. There was a window of opportunity where we were moving some amphibious task forces without enough protection. So I literally moved my carriers here by Buna, Gazmata, and I actually bombed Rabaul, and I was brazen, and the Betis could not do enough. And then I noticed a carrier here, and then 2 carriers, and then more carriers came, and that shut me down. I could not go here at all. So let's see what else. Billiton, Batavia, Bandariyamasin. I think I ran 2 or 3 times, because it's within 1 day distance, 1 turn distance from Surabaya. So look at this. Look at this. Murderizing. Balikpapan, same thing. I was running to Balikpapan and just using my mines and air force, and also my Dutch fleet before they got obliterated and had to escape. Okay, and that's that. So those are my views on Andy's. Pretty well done. Scripting for 033. Very well done. Land combat is a problem. I don't know. I think Andy suggested to play Iron Man, which gives the Japanese more forces to do their stuff with. But the thing is, the players can historically take China. Okay, so they can historically take China. The AI scripting should do more. I would suggest go for 1 base of overwhelming firepower, ground forces, and pound them from air. Once that is taken, recognize the script, check it, garrison it, and go to another base, and just keep moving that way. And there's nothing the Chinese should be able to do, whether they play well or the way I do. All right, everybody, take care. Bye bye.